We're live. Welcome to the stream, everybody. Thank you for tuning in. Chasing Wevelgem. Chasing tour series. Seeing a lot of this around. And one that is running alongside the big one-day races on the calendar. Great race today, actually, in Wevelgem. Not going to tell you the result, but I really enjoyed it. Such a good race in the finale. Whoa, it's a cold fan. Hello, Michael, Emma, Steve, hey, in Nebraska. How you doing, Matt? Oh, I'm sorry to hear that, Michael. I mean, a couple of days off might be on the cards. 2 or 3 days. Cut yourself some slack with it, maybe. I don't know. Might feel tons better. I certainly do when I take even just 2 days off. Just gonna get the chat up on the screen, sorry, so that I don't lose it. And then I will be back with you. Just jumping on the Discord voice chat if anybody's there. Ian is racing this tonight. And I think that's it, actually. I don't think anybody else is in this group. Oh, this might be too much information, but I have a little saddle sore. A niggling just on the left side. Is that too much information? Probably. Okay, I've got you up now, chat. I can see you. Alright, there we go. 4 minutes, there we go. How are we after the swims through Banbury? We're still on speaking terms. No, all good. Yeah, she went for another gravel ride yesterday before the heavens opened. Weather went really bad yesterday morning. But yeah, a couple of weeks now back on the beach. Charlie's really nervous for it, actually. She's not done a lot of off-roading for a long time, so it's really worrying her, but just trying to be positive for her. Even in. So I'm gonna turn my music down because I barely heard you then, so. I don't know if live stream can hear Ian. Did you get him then? You must have heard him. Let me know if you did. Oh. Yeah, I think Charlie's just worried. Oh, you didn't get Ian. That's strange. I'm not gonna panic with it too much. Just worried from a performance point of view. She's just very competitive, so she doesn't want to just go there and ride around. But yeah, she's got to be realistic as well. But she finds it hard because she's ultra competitive. But also, yeah, like I said, she's a bit nervous about riding off road, which is totally normal, totally fine. A lot of people are in the same boat, but yeah, it's just one of those things, you know, when it's outside your comfort zone. It's difficult as well because she's also putting pressure on herself because obviously I've mentioned it on this YouTube channel a couple of times, and there's like marginal pressure like externally, or maybe it feels that way. So is this an invitation event? I mean, not really. I mean, it's a racing series, but it's not like open. You have to go and look for it. You have to go and look for it on the Chasing Tour website. So, yeah. Yeah, exactly, yeah, exactly. You've had a good run at these already, Ian, haven't you? Yeah. Yeah, I was just looking actually at the ones that are coming up. There's quite a lot coming up in a short space of time. Well, 1 or 2 a week. So I'm just speaking to Ian on the chat, if you're wondering. Pretty sure my turbo trainer has moved. I feel like I'm like looking at the TV at an angle. Yeah, I just noticed that. I mean, there's a massive blob of yellow. For some reason I thought this was like 30 kilometers or something, so I haven't even got a bottle. By the way, my live stream can't hear you, I don't think so. It's anything goes. What to think about Tally right now? It's class, isn't it? Class. I mean, it's just dominance on another level, I suppose. But you know, if you look at the competition he's had this week, it's not been bad competition. You know, Mikkel Lander, Sepp Kuss, but hasn't had the best legs. Oh, I tell you what's great to see Bernal doing what we know he can do. You know, pretty nasty accident he had, of course, and you know, I suppose the difference between him and Chris Froome is the age difference, and you know, he's maybe bounced back a little bit better, perhaps. I don't know, but yeah, it's just really not from a human being standpoint. You know, just seeing Bernal. You know, you never want to see an athlete. Sometimes I find that hard to swallow a little bit with Froome. You know, like, you know, it's always difficult. There's a lot of people who talk smack on Froome, and I suppose it's just difficult seeing someone, if they had an accident maybe that big, then you know, there's a lot to try and get back to. Oh, look at that. So if you follow somebody now, they highlight. That's very good. Yeah, I agree, Tom. Yeah, I was nearly gone then. Yeah, Remco and Landa, yeah. Whew. That opened the pipes. Oh. Oh, I recognise a lot of jerseys in here, like Restart and a couple of others, Coalition. Yeah, I was going to say, a lot of Canadian and US flags here, yeah. Yeah, I can't remember which one in a couple of weeks' time. It's like 5 laps of like the Richmond climbs, what's it called? Yeah, that's it. Yeah, that's going to be brutal. Changing gears, I think I need to change this chain. Rather annoying. So I've turned trainer difficulty off. Saved me changing gears too many times. Oh, my backside. Little saddle saw teamed with a carbon saddle on my turbo is not a good idea. I should really swap them. It's exactly the same saddle as I use on my Factor 02 van, but obviously that one's got a pad in on it, but I should really swap them. Because you move on the saddle a lot more outside, or at least I do anyway. Live sport. Good evening. Good evening, Mick. Good evening, Mr. Massive. Evening, Mike. Hey, you know when you type Ed mode in the chat and things like that, You know, like in some live streams, I seen like people can put like a sticker or something, like can be like a custom sticker. How does that work? Is that through the live stream, or is that through like the YouTube membership thing? I think it's through the membership, isn't it? Like where you can have that join button. I saw it a while ago, but I was thinking, considering how much I live stream, and well, considering how many times Ed Mode and maybe a couple of other things are thrown about in the chat, and maybe we could have that in there, but I don't know. I didn't know if it was the membership or not. I think it is. Ta. Well, I appreciate that. I mean, that's more for something, that's more an honest question to ask you, the viewer, about channel memberships and joining. I mean, if you feel like it would enhance your experience being a part of the streams or channel, you know, then that is a thing. Yeah, I guess there's a couple of little lumps and bumps, but not nothing substantial. I see what I mean. Yeah. But what was I saying? Yeah, that's more of a question for the community with the channel membership. It's YouTube take a 30% split as well, actually. You know, hey Tommy, just dropping by. Why do I feel like Zwift racing has got harder over the last like 5 years? Not 5 years, what am I saying? 5 years. That's a long time ago. I'm out of touch. Some evening live sport, as I say, Tommy. Live sport. We have Ian in this race as well, by the way, if anyone's curious. Charlie's just dropped me off a bottle of energy. Sugar. Hey, Andre. How are you doing? How are you doing? How's things? He has indeed, Ian has indeed been flying. Make it, oh, okay. Thank you, Rasha, thank you. Oh, I see. The NCAA basketball tournament. My music selection is dire this evening. Maybe that's why I don't feel very good. Oh wait, Energy Super Mix. What's that? That doesn't sound very good. Hey, thank you, Andre. I appreciate that. Thank you. We have to attack now. Yeah, I split the group a bit there, like. Hey, RT's watching the stream. Get out of here. Is everyone watching the stream? Show in the chat if you're watching the stream. I bet half of you are watching are in the blooming race. Oh. Good fun, good fun. Right, let's attack now. Yeah, free Morton, yeah. That is a jackpot. Nice one, Tommy. How's your new kit coming along yet, Tommy? Is it how's things with that? Yeah, don't put yourself down, Emma. You can always we all indeed run for fun and socials. Just all at different speeds. That's all it is. Yes, I still have the ride on jersey, by the way. Yes. Thanks to you lot. So I get to keep that forever. Yeah, the beach race, Battle on the Beach, is coming up in like 3 weeks or so. So we got that coming up. I can't really tell you what's coming up in the distant future because it's all, you know, subject to entries and travel costs, and you know, it's and well, logistics, I suppose, like all costs really, like so it's all subject to that. Nice, Tommy. I don't know yet, Emma. That's it's pretty dangerous down there in the dark. To be honest, I think it's going to be cancelled, the night race, because it'd be too dangerous. I don't know. I don't know if I'll do it again, if that's the case. A good question, Tom. We were talking about that just as the stream started. I mean, like I was saying, there's a little bit of external pressure I think she's feeling because of, you know, being on the videos and doing stuff like that. So she feels like she didn't want to make herself look crap, basically, which is fair enough. I have that going through my head all the time. Well, in fact, I think all of us do. But when you put it into perspective, yeah, she's just gonna, you know, ride and do her best. I think the one thing she has to focus on is just trying to enjoy it, which is hard to do. Trying to get across to her that it's not a race, it's just an event. But she's ultra competitive. It's why we do so well. And it's why she understands what I do as well, to the level that I do it at. You know, she's quite involved, of course, but yeah, she also feels somewhat similar pressures than what I feel. So she's just got to go and enjoy it, you know. The more encouragement she gets to just enjoy it, I think the better. But yeah, at the minute it's like, you know, she hasn't ridden off-road much at all. I know she used to do cyclocross, but that was a long time ago. So it's just a little bit, you know, anxiousness and things. So no, you're totally right, Tom. Yeah, yeah, you're totally right. It's quite an iconic event, so and it's quite short as well. Of course, you know, it's about 40 kilometers, so you know, it's not going to take you 12 hours to do it. You know, so just gotta go out there and ride your bike, innit? You know, just ride your bike. I think maybe this channel has become a bit of a victim of the performance mindset, and I feel like having the backpedal community and still being involved with people locally and coaching, and also having Charlie as, you know, I guess a little bit of a not a role model, that's a wrong word, but you know, she balances out, I think, the performance side of things that we do here. You know, what's the main focus on training at the moment? An event in Mallorca, the beginning of May, which is a hill climb at the highest climb on Mallorca. So yeah, not gonna lie, and that's it's like coming out of the out the escalator. I was like, oh, this is a bit tasty, and it's going on. It keeps going as well. Like, people weren't easing off at the top. So we've got that event called Kill the Hill, which is, like I said, the beginning of May. I'm going to be in Mallorca for about a week, and then I mean, before that, well, we've got Battle on the Beach, of course, but I've also got my eye on a PB attempt up Alp de Zwift. So that'll be sometime in the next 3 weeks probably, because I feel like we're very close to that. It won't be a huge PB, but you know, it's a PB nonetheless, if we can aim for it. That fits quite well with my training phase as well at the minute. And Zwift Everest as well. So full gas, Zwift Everest. Oh yeah, so close to the finish. Yeah, it will be decisive. No, I don't. Well, I suppose time-wise, yeah, that's the problem with the drafting. Maybe, yeah, that won't be possible. But maybe I'll be able to do a PB power, or maybe do a race where I wait until you know, most people have gone up in the race, and then I try and chase and get a little bit of a draft advantage. But I don't know, not decided how that's going to work. Ooh. Oh, hang on, can't talk. I want to get involved with this chat. Yeah, Illy Gardner. She is nothing short of a climbing specialist. Used to race on the road, but I don't think it worked out and I mean, she's got an obvious strength in climbing. So a climbing specialist is now the aim, I think it's fair to say. She travels around a fair bit, south of France, gets around the UK, going after the QOMs on Strava, and GCM done a couple of things with her as well, which is great to see, getting the presence out there. I think maybe a lead out for sorry, thank you Phil for the donation, by the way, thank you. I think getting some paces for the Alp PB attempt might be a cool thing to do. You know, of course with the exception that, you know, you don't drop me because I'll defeat the point of the pacing. But yeah, I think maybe to go for a PB be rather selfish, but if the volunteers are there and they want to help me get a PB, then pretty cool thing to do with the community. Maybe some of the people that helped me at the FRR racing series a couple of months ago, if you're listening or if you know them, give them a nudge to get involved maybe. You know, no egos from my side, just a good honest effort. Yeah, I'd be well keen for that. Yeah, Illegana in the Zwift climb, I mean, to be honest, you know, I would have put, you know, figure of speech, I would have put my mortgage on her winning it. I mean, when you have a climbing specialist doing that, you know, in that type of field, it's a very strong field, but, you know, she's an exceptional rider, and I think, yeah, I would have put a lot of money on it. There we go, Rasha, we got a volunteer already. Awesome. I'm sure we can get Ian involved. I'm not going to distract him though on Discord. By the way, I just want to say, I do really appreciate you being a part of this live stream. You know, it's it is greatly appreciated, and you know, I don't often say it, but the donations, you know, we've had very generous donations for the efforts tonight in this race. And about an hour before this race I bought some new mountain bike shoes, which cost me £65. Some Shimano entry level shoes, which I was recommended. So I am putting that money into back into those shoes, so it's well timed. Thank you very much, I really appreciate it. Thank you, Kev. strong effort from the chap off the front there. Oh yeah, sorry, just missed that. Yeah, that's why they got the gap then. Okay folks, tactics wise, got 20 kilometers to go now. What are we suggesting? What are we suggesting? Rasha saying in the chat it's all about one sector, that bit between the two escalators rather. Don't worry, Tony, don't worry. I'm gonna shut it down. Well, I'm gonna do a big short effort to it now and tow the group a bit, so it just closes the gap a couple of seconds maybe. Okay. Oh, that was weird. RT just came straight through over the top. Yeah, I know. Yeah, no, this is the problem when people are listening. I mean, essentially, I was just gonna do a big effort just to close it and then sit up and let everybody, like, go over the top, but there we are. So I'm going to use the power of the live stream. Give me RT's... That sounds like a Star Wars character. What's RT's power profile? 15-second sprint, 1 minute, 5 minute, whatever you can find. Hit me with it. So never come across RT before, never racing as RT. Is this the first time? So what's the raw what? Yeah, RT's in the stream, yeah. I don't know why people don't leave the stream until after they like watch it back. I don't know why they watch it during. Well, I don't have to ask because I'll get a response now. We're all in for Ian, yeah, anyway. We're all in for you anyway, Ian. You know, wink, wink. Ian just said, yeah, definitely. Don't let me down, Ian, don't let me down. Busting for the toilet. Oof, that's massive. That is massive. RT, I've just been told your power numbers. They are massive. 393 for 5, that is huge. Chapeau. And 57 kilos as well. I love the fact I've got like I've got personal director sportifs in the live chat. There's like 10 of you at least. Oh. Good evening, Phil. Are you coming to the end of the FRR yet? Every day I log on, that's all I see on Strava. FRR, stage 87. That's cool. Is there there is a world championships, isn't there? FRR. finish today. Oh yeah, lying tomorrow, yeah. Big move. There he goes. RT. There goes Ian. Oh, that power. Go on in, go on, up. Oh. Come on, Mads. I'll do it. Oh. 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 Thank you, Ian. Great ride yourself, buddy. Well done. Well done. Oh. 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 I didn't have a towel there the last 500 meters. I couldn't see. Oh. From the sweat. Oh. 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 Hang on, sorry, I gotta go to the toilet. I'm absolutely busting. Oh. I can't think straight without going. Oh, it's so hot away from the fan. Oh. Oh. Oh, flip it back. Oh. 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 Oh, fantastic. That was a fantastic race where I've got to get back on the bike. This is our normal place. This is default. What was I gonna say? Any cool down racing on that? Yeah, that was fun. Oh, it was good. It was good. I have to say though, it was that was a painful finale. You know, oh my word, there's a lot of red there, isn't there? Good gracious me. Yeah, I mean, I'm definitely, you know, I'm definitely coming into a good place on the bike. You know, I won't be doing that. That's not a fluke. You know, that was a deep effort. It felt hard, but it also felt good. You know, there's been a couple of times that where I've been out on the road and I've done a couple of efforts on the road and things feel like they're clicking. So you sometimes you know or you feel it. You feel that you're going well before maybe the numbers tell you. Does that make sense? You know, likewise when some people think that, you know, they're due, you know, to do an FTP test, for example. Oh, hang on, Ian's talking. Sorry, Ian, I missed that. My earphones are out. Yeah, to be honest, it didn't feel like 102. It felt like more than that. So it was like a proper Mads Pedersen then. God, that's incredible. Yeah. Ian was just saying there, chat. Sorry, I can't get the Ian in there, but Ian was just saying in my ears then that the sprint was really long in that chase group behind. It was a long sprint and almost too long for the group size. So if it was a bigger group, it might have been a little bit easier for a long sprint sitting in like to launch. But when it's a small group and there's a long sprint, there's no way to hide, and you've all got to kind of commit to it. But Ian, it was fab to race with you, buddy. I'm gonna wrap up my stream now and jump off. So yeah, good one. I'll catch you on Discord. Yeah, it was that last. Oh my word, my calf. That last couple of K. I managed to get away with it. It was really hard, you know, between the escalators. A lot of you were saying that that's going to be the decisive moment. It definitely was, I think. And, you know, there was 1s and 2 attacks. Ian was going, then I went, and then Ian went, and then I think I then went over the top of that. And when I went over that one, me and another rider got away, and then I think initially I thought this is going to go all the way. The two of us were going to work well, and we were going to go. And I think, yeah, we got out of the escalator and back into. Hey, who donated the 50 in here? Why did I miss that? Oh, Steve, thank you. Thank you. How do I? Oh, I can like them. Thank you. I appreciate it, and you too. Sorry, I can't see your whole username. Krapil something. Sorry, I can't see a full. I apologize. Yeah, I was saying, we were getting across there, and we got to a point where I think we were. It was touch and go then whether it was gonna stay away. Like when we were coming through where those pens are, I could almost sense that, I don't know, the rider I was with was not really pulling full turns, and the power was a little bit like, it wasn't quite like smooth. Like sometimes you expect, like it's almost like a time trial effort when you're doing you know, a breakaway with somebody else, especially if it's a small group, and you try and be really steady with your effort because you don't want to hurt the person who's with you, really, and you also want to kind of keep it, you know, rolling at a good pace. And then when we got through that banner and I could see the gap had come down to like 7 seconds, that's where I thought, it's a long way to go, but I think I'm gonna have to go here. And maybe just see whether he was if he was like struggling, or if he was like just sort of playing a game a little bit. And when I went there and he didn't respond, that was it then. And it was just a case of like trying to go red, trying to hold it. And then the most difficult part is definitely that like 1 minute effort out, like off the embankment, and you take that right and you go up there, because I knew like that's the make or break moment. Like everything else was just you can be in control of it. You know, when you've got a group behind chasing you, sometimes you're a little bit you're at the mercy of what that group's going to do. Like all you can do is what you can do. Like, you know, in that last bit, in that last, you know, 4 kilometers, then you've set your stall out, and you've just got to ride like whatever you can sustain. But the most dangerous part is where a group can sort of move at a good speed with less effort than I have to do. But then when they hit that little turn off the embankment, you know that they're going to chew into your time gap. And you've got to hope that there's nobody in there who's got the legs to bridge across the gap enough that you make the gap small enough that they fully commit to it. You've got to hope that the gap stays just ever so slightly large enough that they not second guess, but the gap mentally it's harder to close. If we got to the top of that little, sorry if I'm rambling, it's just I find it really interesting, this kind of stuff. That's why I wanted to pursue cycling as a job. But when you go up that little, when you go up there and say the gap comes down from like 12 seconds to like 5 seconds, then even if it's one rider chasing behind over the top of that one rider is going to be more inclined to chase a 5-second gap than they are an 8-second gap. It's funny how a couple of seconds will throw it either way. And likewise, for me being off the front, if I see the gap coming down to 5, I'm like, oh crap, I'm in like a real danger here of getting caught, essentially. So that's what I mean by you're at the mercy of what the group do. When you're on the limit and you're just riding as hard as you can, then you can't really do anything more. To use an example in the real world, like you look at E3 Saxo race the other day, and like Van der Poel, the Wout situation. So Wout van Aert being 11 seconds behind Van der Poel at one point. You think to yourself, well, he's got a real good chance of closing that gap. And if you get across that gap, you've got to get across the gap quickly. If Van der Poel hadn't had any time checks, he'd be oblivious to the gap being as close as 11 seconds. But Wout, mentally, when he gets to that gap and he sees 11 seconds, he knows how close it is. Like, that's mentally when he's going to be at his peak, and he's going to be like, right, I can close it. The longer that goes out for, time-wise, so if he's at 11 seconds for the next minute, and then another minute passes, and then another minute, and it goes to like 12, 13, then your head starts to drop. Then it's advantage Van der Poel. It's things like that. It's a wonderfully interesting sport, tactics-wise. So, yeah. Hey, Ian, yeah, it was a great race. Yeah. Whew. It was a great race, but the 1-2 would have been nice, but it would have been a tough ask with that long sprint. They're always savage, long sprints. But yeah, considering you've been on your hands and knees painting and doing flooring, then yeah, chapeau. Onwards to the next ones, as they say. Thank you, live stream. Thank you, chat. Thank you for the donations. Like I said, I'm going to be putting them towards my new gravel shoes that I desperately need because my other ones are falling apart. I'm going to bury them. Rest in peace. They've done me proud. So thank you, Ian. Good job. Thank you, thank you, chat. Thank you, stream. I will see you next time.